Hi guys, welcome back to Shares Cool Beans, and in today's video I'm going to give you my whole master's degree experience. Lots of things happened. I'm really excited to tell you about them all, and like I have a friend who's about to start a master's degree, which is really exciting. And yeah, maybe just for all you third year students, anyone really who's contemplating whether to start a master's degree, this video is definitely for you. So yeah, sit back and listen to my master's degree experience. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is please like, comment and subscribe if you're interested about content regarding university and master's degree tips, experiences, how to write a first class master's degree dissertation, anything like that. I'm going to make the video, so please like, comment and subscribe to be notified when those videos are out. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about why I actually decided to start a master's degree. So I finished my undergraduate degree in July 2018. And it was a really exciting time. Obviously I'd just graduated in that July, and I was kind of thinking to myself, like, where do I want to go from here? Like, my whole university experience so far, from first year up until third year, had been like very eventful. It was quite rocky. I transferred unis as well, but I was satisfied with what I'd gained. Like, I'd finished with a 2-1 degree. I was really just like content with everything, but I knew I could kind of get more out of what I actually wanted. What I actually wanted, I didn't know at that point when I'd actually graduated from the University of Westminster. So my undergraduate degree was in sociology. I kind of knew that I wanted to take that further with education, whether that be teaching, just interacting with kids somehow. But obviously with sociology, it's a really broad subject, and my dissertation for undergraduate was actually focused on colorism, and obviously that has nothing at all to do with education. So after I'd graduated, I'd like started a new job, and I thought I kind of need to take steps further into like focusing on education. So I was kind of looking like, oh well, can I study this? I knew that my bachelor's degree was over. I couldn't do another bachelor's degree again because I'd have to pay for that out of my own pocket. But when I was just researching online and stuff, I saw that I could perhaps do a master's degree, and obviously the government's going to pay for it. Well, I pay for it, but I'm going to owe the money back to the government. So I was like, okay, but around this time, it was actually in September, so I thought I'd missed the deadline to apply for a master's degree September 2018 that year, because it was already like around September 15th 2018. So I thought all the courses they kind of started. So I still wrote up a personal statement just to get my foot in there. Wrote up a personal statement, sent off a couple of applications to London Metropolitan University, UCL and UEL, and I got a unconditional offer for all of them. But when I was kind of researching and stuff, University of East London looks like the place I wanted to go. So they actually called me first as well. They called me like 2 days after I sent in the application and I got accepted and everything. And they were like, hi, this is the University of East London. Like, thank you for your your accepted application, blah 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 blah. Do you want to come in for an open date, like if you haven't accepted any other offers? And I was like, yeah, sure, like I'll come in and everything. But listen, there must have been like some misunderstanding, which I'll get to in a second. Listen, when I talk to people on the phone, things just go like through one ear and out through the other. So I was like, yeah, I'll come in for an open day. So she was like, yes, tomorrow. I was like, tomorrow? Like, she was like, yeah, I know it's really short notice, but the academic year starting this year, blah 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 blah. And at that point I still hadn't realized that this was actually for the course that was going to start September 2018. So the next day I went to the open day and everything, and it wasn't an open day. It was like, you know, when you start university and like you meet all your lecturers and things like that, and they talk to you about the module and everything like that. So I was kind of shocked. So I was thinking, okay, I guess I'm really starting this year. Like, I might as well do it this year. What's the point? Like, they've already accepted me for this year. Why wait till next year? The lectures were really nice and everything. They did kind of bombard you with information regarding a master's degree, like how it's a step up from undergraduate, things about how the dissertation is going to be like 15,000 to 20,000 words. And at this point, I was just thinking, oh my gosh. And then they were like, so the academic year starts now, September 2018, and you will finish the degree in September 2019. So when they said that, I was thinking, yeah, okay, but like they probably say that, meaning the term finishes then, but I'll actually probably be done with everything around like May, June 2019. But they were like, nope, you submit the dissertation September the 1st. You have all these dissertation writing workshops like throughout August. And I was thinking, this is kind of a lot, you know, but you know what? I put myself in for it. Like, I wanted a new challenge and everything. So I thought, like, I'm going to stick through this. They also mentioned how you could drop out after a term. The fact that they said that there, like, you're trying to engage people to want to be on a course, but they were like, oh yeah, like if you want to drop out after each term, you get like a certificate of recognition that you've done like one term of a master's degree. So because they were bombarding me with all that information, like I was kind of like, okay, well, you know what, I'll try it. If I don't like it, I can drop out after like the first term or whatever and still get a certificate of acknowledgement that I've done part of a master's degree. While I'm taking all that information in, I'm looking around and I'm noticing these people are kind of old. They're not old, but they were like already middle-aged and stuff. And I was thinking, like, where are all the kids around my age? Well, not kids, we're not kids, but you know what I mean. There was only probably like 3 or 4 people that were around my age. So, you know, when they're like, okay, get up and mingle, you know, tell people why you want to do this degree or whatever. So walking around talking to people, and you know how people who are kind of on their high horses, this was like with the people who were kind of middle age, or like, yeah, I'm a primary or secondary coordinator of education, blah 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 blah, what do you do? And like, obviously I was intimidated by those people. Like, I'm an average student. I've always been an average student in school. Like, never been really gifted and talented in anything. Got like a 2-1 at undergraduate, and then like now in this master's degree I have all these people who are already accomplished within their careers telling me that they're like, oh, like I'm a coordinator, I'm a manager of this school, oh, I'm like a deputy head teacher. And I'm thinking, whoa, like at the time I'm only 21 years old, and like I'm trying to do a degree that deputy head teachers are trying to do. So to me that was kind of like a red flag. I do struggle with imposter syndrome all the time, but still I was like, you know what, just do it. Like, I don't really give up that easy. Well, saying that, I dropped out of my first year at university. Well, not dropped out, but transferred to another university. But I don't usually give up on what I set myself to do. So anyway, talking to like the other colleagues that were beginning the course with me, and like the lecturers and the lecturer's like, oh, so yeah, a 2-1 will probably be a 2-1 at bachelor's degree will probably be a 2-2 at master's degree level. And I was just like, how can I actually do this? So the next, like, we get our timetables and stuff, start our classes. you know what, the times of the classes, they were like 2 times a week, and they were like 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Now, because we were still in September and it was still kind of summery outside, this didn't really bother me at the time. You know, like it was after office hours. I'd come home, it would still be a little bit light outside and stuff. So I was cool with that at the time. The lessons were okay. It's a master's degree, so they did bombard you with a lot of information. But hey, this was like just an excuse to buy lots of stationery, like, and just like, you know, when you write like color coded notes and all that. But I was understanding what they were saying, and like I was really interested. Like I wasn't switching off or anything. If I was switching off during the lesson, I would have known that this isn't for me. But I was genuinely really interested, and for the first time, which I didn't do in like my first degree, I was actually asking questions. I was engaged, interested in my other colleagues' experiences as well, like what they had to say about different situations. So I knew that this was the right path. I was really interested. We had loads of workshops, and the staff were so supportive, because if you think about it, some of the people on our degree course, they hadn't been writing academically, speaking academically for like maybe 20 plus years even. Like they'd just come back to education, if you want to call it. So we had lots of workshopping about how to develop our academic register and things like that, and I think that helped so much. And I'm not sure about the specific uni I went to, but most universities do provide that, especially with master's degree courses, because they acknowledge the fact that some people are coming back after, like, let's say 20 years to education. So they definitely take that into account. So it was like so far so good. Like I was working in my job about 4 to 5 days a week, going into uni 2 days a week, which was 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. and I still had time left to like do my assignments. Now like academic register in writing, I'm fine with. Like writing assignments, absolutely fine with it. I can probably get like maybe a 2-1 just off like academic register. But with presentations, like verbal speaking, I'm just not good at that at all. So I was really scared. And obviously you have these people, like I said before, who were like deputy heads of schools and things, managers of childcare centres, and I was supposed to do like a presentation in front of them. You know, when you have to do the presentation in front of your classmates and stuff. But it actually went okay. And you know, when your voice is shaking and everything, one thing I can say that there aren't really any childish people like when you're doing a master's degree. I find, so you know, in a bachelor's degree, when people would be doing presentations, and you'd just have like a couple of idiots busting up laughing at the back. No one was like that in this master's degree. They were very mature. Like they were really supportive, even in the feedback they gave. Like they weren't snobby or anything like that. They made me feel really comfortable. So done the presentation and everything, handed in my proposal, and now it was about around December time, and I was thinking, if I don't get good grades, say I get like maybe 55% and below, I'd probably drop out, because that isn't good enough for me. Like if I want to do a master's degree, I have to be great at it. So if I'm not getting those type of grades, I'm just going to drop out. So I got my results back for the first assignment. You know, when you log in to turn it in or whatever. Oh, turn it in, the good old days. And for both assignments, for the dissertation proposal, I think I got 70%, which I was so flipping amazed at. Like, how did me, an average student, get 70% at a master's dissertation proposal? I was just like, what the hell? And with the presentation, I think I got around like 67-68%. So when I saw these grades, I thought, oh my gosh, like I can actually do this. I actually have the potential to do this. And that, you know, this is a chance to just really get my head down at something and just like be successful with it. Because my bachelor's degree experience, like I said before, was really rocky and stuff. And starting this master's degree experience, like I'd just like broken up with my ex at the time, my boyfriend at the time, and like now it was just a chance for me to really put my head down and focus, and I could see that the results were actually paying off in doing that. So the next term started in January, and we were focusing on like the dissertation for real. So this is where the stress started setting in and the actual workload of what we have to do. But like I said, it's a master's degree. The workload is just gonna be like insane. It's gonna be insane, but as long as you, I'm not gonna lie, but as long as you have like good management skills, good organizational skills, like anyone could do a master's degree. So the way I dealt with that was just trying to at least write around 500 words a week. I also made a reference diary sort of. So what I'd do, like, you know, just through reading journal articles and stuff, I'd just start copying and pasting little quotes and things like that onto a separate document. And then once I had about 10 and I started to add on to that, I kind of sectioned them into different categories that I was going to talk about in my literature review or whatever, and that kind of gave me a great start to actually beginning my dissertation. Now doing this on top of the other assignments was hard, like I'm not gonna lie, but during the week I at least needed 2 days where I wasn't doing any work, like job work, and I wasn't doing any dissertation work. Like I had to set those aside, and I highly recommend doing that, like just 2 days when you're not focused on any work at all, so that on the days where you are going to work or doing your work, you know you need to get this done, and you can look forward to the days you're actually going to have off. So throughout the creation of the dissertation, oh that rhymes, I was getting grades back on other assignments, and these grades were actually really good. I was getting like between 65% and like 75%, and I was thinking, is this master's degree course easy, or am I just good at the course? Again, imposter syndrome. The master's course wasn't easy, I was good at it. Like I was planning my time, I was going to those workshops, taking in what they said about developing an academic register. I was passionate, very passionate about my dissertation, and I found all the modules, the classes, lectures and everything, I found them all intellectually stimulating. Like they were just amazing. Like I'd actually found my niche, and I knew it, and I knew I was going to be good at it. Now this was at a time where I also noticed that my classes were getting smaller and smaller, and when I'd actually ask around, people were like, oh yeah, so and so like dropped out last week, so and so decided to go part-time as well. One thing I'd say is, before you even consider dropping out, at least consider going part-time, because like at the end of all of this, it's done. So let's skip up to about July, August, where I was in full dissertation mode. While everyone was outside enjoying the hot summer sun, going to Hyde Park festivals, all of this and that, we were in that computer room throughout the whole of August with like our little portable mini fans, snacks, everything, typing up that master's degree. And like just remembering back on that moment, I wouldn't want to go back to writing a dissertation, but just like it just felt like community spirit. Like we were just all here, we didn't really want to be there, but we were enjoying it, just being together and knowing that we had this challenge, and we were like more than halfway through it. We were coming to the end, and I'd say for me personally, the end was the hardest part. Like it was like at the point where I was going through all these mind fogs and everything. Like my tutors were great, and it's just all about not slacking and getting lazy at that point. I know it's very easy when you get towards the end of your dissertation to just be so lazy and just like quickly write whatever you want to write and not even check over the work. So the dissertation was due on September the 21st, and I submitted my dissertation on August the 29th, I believe. 2 days before I was due to actually start my new job, so I hadn't had any type of holiday at all. And when I finally had finished my dissertation, I cannot explain the euphoria at knowing that I'd finished my master's degree and actually knowing that I did have a really good chance of getting a first. Like, that was the best feeling ever. So I started my new job, and then around October the 1st, I got a call from my tutor, and I missed a call, but there was a voice message saying your dissertation results have been posted online. Give her a call when I see them and stuff like that. So obviously I always think something bad's happened, so I thought I'd actually failed. Like, I was at work in the staff room during my break, and I was trying to like go on to turn it in through my phone, and you know when you close your eyes and I open it and I slowly scrolled along, it said bloody 78% for my dissertation. And like, I just started like yelling and stuff in the staff room, and everybody's looking at me like, who's this child, like why are you screaming and stuff. Like, I could not believe that at that moment I just gained a master's degree, and a first grade master's degree at that. If somebody said to me like in 2015, let's say, when I finished A-levels and was going to uni, oh, in 2019 you're going to gain a first class master's degree, I would have been like, girl, bye. Like, that's just like impossible for me. Like, I'm an average student, always been an average student. In university I had like the most rockiest experience, but like I'd overcome it all. And that just goes to show that if you're in like the right environment with the right people who are very supportive, and like you realize you have the potential and you just put your head down, like, I'm actually getting a lump in my throat thinking about it. You can basically achieve anything. Like, anyone can fulfill their true potential. So I hope you enjoyed my master's degree experience, and I hope it gave you a bit of insight if you're due to start a master's degree or are considering it. I'll have so many more videos to come about how to write a first class literature review, how to write a first class dissertation, how to get a first overall. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon with more.